right, y'all. Just now leaving the event, made some good connections, made some meaningful connections. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do business, invest in the dot card. Dot card, pay me for the ad. Dot cards, it shows everybody quickly. It's loud in there. It links everybody to everything. They scan it like you do at the restaurant. They link everybody, and they could just make it simple and easy to follow you on everything. They got your number, they got everything, but I take away from this something positive, something good. I'm going to see my nephew Keon off. Love you, man. Proud of you. Keep going. He's going to prom, so I had to leave early to go take pictures, man. Family over everything. Peace and blessings.
Yeah, do you have any pictures of it?
Oh, like
Yeah, I think so.
barcode shoes. Oh my God.
You want to touch what?
Keon, what's your advice to people that think they dress better than you at the prom?
Crazy.
You said you want to touch it. I didn't know you was going to do all that.
Got it on.
I can't even give y'all the same energy, because y'all gonna be mad at me, but it's a sad good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I want to start off by apologizing. It is now 12:23 a.m. Eastern time. I just watched the Gervonta Tank Davis fight versus Ryan Garcia. To be honest, when you looked in the boy Garcia's eyes, he wasn't ready. I love boxing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another edition of This Is Recorded Podcast. I'm so somber because I can't give you guys the full podcast experience. What I like to do is try to go through my week, figure it out, and come up with ideas to give y'all. But I had way too much on my plate this week. I went to the zoo, a video coming soon. I filmed some stuff, video coming soon. But I went to the Black Effect podcast event. And so I guess this video is just going to tell y'all about that really quick. I wanted to give y'all something. I hate when podcasters just don't give you anything. You know, I like to give something, some type of motivation, some type of, you see me, I'm dedicated to this. But just because, honestly, because I don't know how to make the videos turn around fast enough, because it takes like 2 hours for the video to upload into my hard drive, and then takes another 2-3 hours to get it to 4K quality on YouTube. So I apologize. It's going to be a short but sweet podcast real quick, just about my time about at Black Effect, because I've been telling y'all guys about that. I've been talking about jumping out of your comfort zone. I've been talking about all of that. So yeah, sorry that this one is short. I'm truly sorry, but once the fight came out, I thought the fight wasn't going to come on till 1. I was here at 11. I was going to do one. You know, I only do like 30 minutes, but I'm sorry, guys. But Black Effect, it was amazing, man. It's not even good news and bad news. I'm going to start off by telling y'all I couldn't stay the whole time because my nephew had his prom. You know, my nephew had his prom today, so congratulations to him. Congratulations to the young lady he went with. Hope y'all enjoy yourself. Be fun. Be safe. Yeah, so they went to prom, and so I had to leave early. And, you know, for me, it's like, you know, family is everything, you know. And also when you see somebody from a little, you picking them up, and then, you know, now they going to prom. Now they about to turn 18. It's like, it's an easy decision. I mean, it was frustrating because it was on the same day as the Black Effect, you know, situation. And, you know, of course I wanted to be there the whole time. It's major networking, but in my mind, I'm like, man, it's family, man. So, I mean, it's an easy choice. I'm super loyal. So the people that's loyal to me, the people that's good to me, the people that love me, as you should be. So went to Black Effect. So let's get straight into it. Went to Black Effect Podcast Festival, the first ever of its kind. And it was cool. I tried to sneak a video camera in there. I'll put that on Instagram. I'm scared to put it on YouTube because it's music playing in the back. But I explained to y'all, I tried to get cameras and video in there. I was going to network, try to get some drops, meaning like, hey, this such, you watching this recorded. I was trying to do that, but I couldn't do that. But me being around podcasts and me being around hip hop and like photography and just trying to be in the mix, as soon as I got in, even though I didn't go with my equipment, I got something better, man. Good brother A King. He's like a producer of many podcasts. He was like a producer, I'm pretty sure, of the Combat Jack show, which Combat, rest in peace, King, is a legend in this podcast game. He was one of the first pioneers. He started, what is that called? I'm drawing a blank right now, but he had a podcast network. One of the first to do it, and he had the Brilliant Idiots. He had Tax Stones. He had different people, but A King, he remembered me. Right off the bat, he was like, "Hey, Rez, what's up, man?" He looked beautiful. He looked good. He looked like he working out. So it was like, okay, so I'm networking. I'll show y'all in the video my dot card. Have a dot card, man. Everybody throws cards in the trash. Get you a little dot card. You got a business. Put your websites, your videos, your YouTube, everything. Put it right there. They just scan it like you scan a menu. COVID, they really got that popping with the menus. You just scan it. Sometimes it works if you place it on the back of somebody's phone, but it always works if you just scan it. I got my dot card working. So I went in there and I just, was getting some networks and, man, Good Sense Candles. Somebody I seen on 85 South podcast show. Got to meet him, got a follow for him. Trap Nerds, that was part of the festival. Got a chance to meet one of those brothers. Got a chance for them to follow me. Got a chance to make a connection with, I told y'all about Horrible Decisions, one of the few people that built their podcast from the ground up. Their camera guy, I didn't know, but I was like stepping out of my comfort zone and making connections. DJ Head, I got to meet him, and Chuck Dizzle, from Homegrown Radio, big podcast and radio show in LA, and they doing their thing. And what I like to do with people, man, everybody kind of wants something, want a picture. I really like to tell people I enjoy what they do. I enjoy their story. I enjoy whatever, man. I really try to be different in my approach because they get, yo, let me get a picture. Yo, take my information. Take this, man. I just shook a lot of those brothers' hands and said, I appreciate what you did. I appreciate you stepping out on your own and trying something and quitting your job. I appreciate how you take care of your kids, Chuck Dizzle. Just letting people know, man. And even a Good Sense Candle guy, I was like, hey, man, I seen you on 85 South. I know that had to be big for you, man, but I appreciate your hustle and what you're doing. And now you're here at this event. And it was just all love, man. It was black people who was showing up early, on time. It was crowded. And let's get right into it. I wanted to stay for the business of podcasts, and one thing that's good that I got going, that I didn't have going early on, but for the past year or so, I have it going pretty well, is the audio. A lot of people use Shure mics. Shout out to 85 South. I like the lavalier. Like sometimes it messes up with them with the lavalier because, they have people with jewelry or they do too much moving. But this lavalier mic that I got, it's kind of small, kind of discreet. I hate the big ones. So I just got my lavalier mic and the sound is good. It's working for me. I like the freedom of moving around instead of just in the mic and stuff like that. That's just me personally. But if y'all think I should do the Shure mics, let me know. I'm probably still going to do the lavaliers because this one works out good for me. But they said make sure that your audio is great because if your audio is trash, people will probably never listen again. They also talked about when you're doing podcasting and you're doing different things, make sure you're finding you. Make sure you have something to say. A lot of people focus on the views. A lot of people focus on the money, but make sure you have like an audience. Make sure you truly finding you. One thing that I did find at this event, it's a lot of people, yo, watch my podcast. I speak that real. I'm this, I'm that. They got shirts that's, probably just made, like, it's just like, you know, a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people with YouTubes and podcasts come and go because a lot of people don't find their voice. People, you know, they tell them they funny, or they tell them you got some good ideas, or they tell them they controversial, you know, and a lot of people be about that. But they always talked about find your niche. What is it? If you want to talk about being a mom, you know, your everyday mom journey, if you want to talk about that, they had a picture podcast situation. I was pumped and I was going to do it. And I normally don't do that and talk to different people, but I was going to pitch. This is recorded because I'm confident in it. And that's what I was going for. I was going to that event to get out of my comfort zone. I was going to do it, but they didn't have it set up and I had to go take my nephew's picture, so I didn't get a chance to pitch my podcast. But like I said, for family, I'll do it 10 times out of 10 because ain't no way, you know. I've been waiting all these years since he was 3 years old. Now he's about to be 18 going on to prom, and I just leave it for selfish reasons, you know. It's kind of crazy because in life, um, you know, the book The Alchemist and different things, they talk about omens and they talk about things going on, and I've been seeing all week. I heard Nas had a new song. He talk about, man, I really wasn't in my kid's life because I was, you know, around and I was making music. You know, I watch a lot of wrestling documentaries. They have great ones on A&E on different wrestlers, and they talk about when I was wrestling, I wasn't no good dad. I wasn't around. I'm on the road for 300 days out of the year. You know, it's a bunch of people. You know, it's a mantra of just people just saying like how they wasn't there. And I feel like in life you got to find that balance. You got to find, you know, you wanting to do something and push your goals, but also having that love and that family. Because if I gained the world with my podcast, but I lost my family, who am I? You know, if I lost my friends, who am I? You know, a great saying is, what good is it to gain the world and lose yourself? If I gain this big following, this big audience, because I've been putting in work and I've been putting in videos, but I've been neglecting everybody, and I missed this prom, and I missed this graduation, and I missed this ceremony, and I missed this time they was dancing, I missed somebody walking for the first time, and I missed this and I missed that. What good is it? You know, I mean, I have a large following, you know, I have all of this, but you know, when you leave this earth, it's all about what people say about you. You know, it'll be cool if you was a podcaster, but I want to be more than that. I want to be, man, a loving individual, a great individual, somebody you could lean on, somebody you could depend on, somebody like, I mean, the best word to me is just a straight, solid dude, man, just all around. Like, nobody has nothing really bad to say about you. You just want to be that way, man. But in that, being at the Black Effect Podcast Festival, it made me realize I'm right where I need to be. It made me realize I got work to do. It made me realize I'm probably further along than some. It made me realize I need to find a real pitch on what exactly is my podcast. I was trying to tell people it's like, you know, self-help, being who you are, exploring, you know, getting people to have recorded conversations about their life and their journey. And this is recorded is really about breaking out of those comfort zones. This is recorded about, you know, you being you 100%, really finding you and being you. But if in that elevator pitch, I need a better business statement. Like, I need a better, like, bottom line. You know, I got to really figure that out. I mean, right now, today, in my mind, if you ask me, this is recorded is all about being you. This is recorded is about finding you. This is recorded is about taking everyday topics of life and talking about it and getting it out and motivating people to be more themselves. It's really about being you. This is recorded is about being you because it's recorded. Like, you can't fake something that's recorded. This is it, is what it is. This is it right there. You have to be you. This is recorded. Yeah, you could say you this person, you that person, but when I record you, when that light is on, this is who you really are. You know, people, reality TV, you know, I love when they rewind it back and they show people saying something or doing something, and they're like, I didn't say that, but then they rewind it back and you really did say it because it's recorded. So this is recorded is about elevating the people, and it's recorded conversations for you to go back. It's recorded conversations. If you ever been on here to show the growth in you. Recorded conversations to help somebody else. That's what This Is Recorded is about. It was beautiful seeing Charlemagne. It was in his grind and how that's his event, and he taking over. The different people, Just Hilarious was his co-host. And, she came from like social media and she's doing that. She's doing well. One thing I really can admire about Charlemagne the God, for people that may like him, not like him, anything, his loyalty, his people. Like, he has a lot of people around him that people don't like, or people just, they're annoying, they're this, they're that, but he never folds with them. And, even when it seems like he had a falling out with somebody in his crew and he just don't talk about it, and he's really making the changes because it was more gossip and more shock jock and this and that, but he is really, what they call that pivot or that shift. He's really making that shift, being a different person, and I like what he's evolving. He always talks about a lot of people wouldn't let Malcolm Little become Malcolm X because of all the bad things he did, and everybody condemn you from your past. All of us can change. I hope none of us is really held to our past and held to what we used to be. I hope all of us can evolve into the greatest version of us. And that's what it's about. For me, it was great to jump out of my comfort zone. It was a couple times I just wanted to go in the shell. I don't want to talk to this person. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And I could have missed out on a connection. I could have missed out on some things, and I made it. Hey, here's my dot card. Here's what I do. But it's also about progression and learning, like, hey, I want to be on that stage next year. I want to be a part of this some way, somehow, some fashion. So I got to put myself out there. And it feels good that it was familiar faces, because really when you go for what you want, the boxing gets small. Because if you want a certain kind of thing and you really go after it, you're going to see the same kind of people. You're going to make connections. It's just going to happen. But when you stay stagnant and you stay to yourself, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So for me, it was love, it was music, it was merchandise. I bought me a Good Sense candle. Shout out to that good brother. Man, it was a day, I took my nephew's pictures. I seen some family, it was good. I got to watch the fight. I'm talking with Lil Duke, family. I went axe throwing. The day before, I had a weekend full of love, a weekend full of growing. Went to the zoo with my nephew. That's it, man. A weekend with family, a weekend with love, and a weekend with focus, man. I'm so focused. I feel that zen, I have my event coming up. I'll put it at the end of this video, May 6th. If you're in the Georgia area, Fayetteville, Georgia, taking pictures for a good cause, come with your mom. It's mainly for the mothers, take pictures with their kids, but it's really for anybody want to come out, show some love, show some support. Proud to Pay campaign, Nipsey Hussle, y'all know what it is. I'll put it at the end of this video. But we really just going to have a good time in life. We're really going to enjoy. I didn't want to leave y'all with nothing. I just want y'all to know, like, just in a nutshell, I just feel good. Like, I feel good where I'm at. I feel like I'm right where I need to be. That's like the sweetest word somebody could say to you, and that's the sweetest words you can say to yourself, because saying you right where you need to be means that you're not too high, you're not too low. You're right where you need to be. And it leaves room for progression and not digression, if that's a word. Not to digress. It just leaves room that you're going the right way. You know, you driving somewhere and you like, oh, this don't look familiar, and things start to look familiar, but you realizing like I still got a long way to go, but at least I know where I'm going now. I feel like I know where I'm going. I feel like I know where I'm headed, and I feel like I thank you for watching. I'm sorry it's short. I really don't know how long it is because I ain't even set a timer, but I thank y'all for everything. Your boy did it, man. He made some connections. He stepped out of his comfort zone. He did it, man. Your boy really did it today and really got a ways to go, really could show some elevation, but your boy is getting stronger. Your boy is getting powerful, and your boy is going to elevate. This week, I speak into your existence that you, at the end of this week, at the end of this month, at the end of this year, will be right where you need to be. And this is recorded.